serum tint, broad spectrum SPF 40 lotion, hydrating natural UVA UVB protection, niacinamide squalene hyaluronic acid. Hi, welcome to another vlog. Okay, here's where we're at. I wanted to do a vlog every single week, and I wanted to just talk about life, things that are going on, fun stuff, postpartum stuff, things that I wish I knew about, younger me knew about. Also as a log so that I can go back in time and be wow, look how far I've come. I've come 1,000,000 miles from now in this moment. Here's what happened. I got in my own way this week. I derailed my plan. I started coming up with 8,000 different topics, and I was I'm gonna do a topic a week. Everything's gonna be different. And I started recording everything on every single topic the whole week. I'm so tired. My eyes are now turning red again. So I was going to talk about the 4-month sleep regression. I was going to talk about acting life. I was going to talk about my not quite menopausal, maternital metamorphosis. Oh God, I'm so tired, you guys. I was going to talk about, maternal metamorphosis. That's what I was going to call it. And so I really scrambled my brain, and I am at a point where I'm okay, I gotta start again, clean blank slate. Last week it was just about starting. Now it's about kind of refining and fine-tuning exactly what it is I want to do. I got some really good feedback from a couple of people, 2 people I solicited feedback from specifically, and they gave me some good ideas, and I need to implement them perhaps going forward. But I think I want to be deliberate each week with a theme, but I don't think I need it to be so specific, as specific as I was making it. But I will cover all of those things going forward because they are just a part of my life. And like I said, I'm enjoying creating these just for fun, for myself, for whoever is out there who needs this information. Because the more that we share, the easier it is for other people to find information that they need, and we can validate each other's experiences. And I think that's kind of the main reason why I want to do this. There are other reasons too. I will get into that later, but suffice to say that I'm going to give you a quick recap of all the fun stuff that happened last week, starting with the fact that we have been inside basically for the entire week because Toronto has been under a mountain of snow. I didn't leave the house for a week. Archie didn't leave the house for a week. We're but we went for a very short walk today up to the end of the block and back, and that's it. It's as far as we got, and that's where we begin. Actually, that's where we end. What am I talking about? That's literally the end of the week. We begin with something entirely different. At 5:45, I woke up with Archie, and I fed him, and then I changed his diaper, and I did all of it in the dark. He wasn't going back to sleep, so I was oh, Justin, could you take care of him and just put him back to sleep? We'll just trade off hours. Turns out, Archie's head... Okay, I thought there was someone else in my house. It was just me. Turns out, Archie scratched off a giant patch of his cradle cap right here, and his head was covered in blood. So now we're panicking, calling our moms, and we don't know what to do. How do we clean it properly? All of these things. And anyway, so both of us, around 6 hours of sleep. Not the end of the world, not too bad, but kind of very rough start to Valentine's Day. Hi, welcome to another vlog. Update, we called Justin's mom, who is a nurse, and she gave us all the advice we needed, and it's just basically we had to clean his head with water, and after we did that, it looked a heck of a lot better. And you can hear in the background, he is a very happy little baby. He's just smiling and cooing. I have come to the conclusion that the first vlog that I posted, I was just way too silent in. I was talking like this the whole time. It was I was being apologetic for talking. This is an interesting experiment. I mean, as we know, last week I was just oh, I got a facial. I think I'm gonna vlog now. But now I'm really thinking about this as a way of this, I am now a mother. I am coming out of my shell in a completely different way, a way that I, wasn't really expecting. But I've wanted to do this kind of thing for a really long time. I've really enjoyed watching other vlogs like this, and I want to I just want to do it, but I don't want to do it in a way that's disingenuous to me. And I feel me talking like this and me being quiet about my stuff is disingenuous to me. And it's not me out and me be free to be me. And I think that's what I really like about the vlogs that I watch. I watch Selena Spooky Boo, if you're familiar with her. She's the content that she puts out is always like, it's different and it's funny and it's engaging, but it's always like genuinely her, and that's like really obvious. And the other one that I really like is Jane Williamson, Jane Insane, and she's just like weird and bizarre also, and lots of fun to watch. The computation has ended. I've also decided, like, there's a certain way that I want to put myself out to the world. Like, the way that I see myself, and then the way that I see myself when I watch back my vlogs. And I'm like, this is a completely different person. This isn't the person that I, like, feel like I truly am inside. I want to really let her come out. Anyway, for whatever reason, I'm like hiding her and like putting her away, and I feel like I've done that ever since I was a kid, because that's just what you do when people tell you you're too much, or, you know, be quiet all the time, like all that kind of stuff. Like, I just don't want that. I don't want that existence for my son, and I don't want that existence for me anymore, for my inner child. I want to just frickin' live my frickin' life like me. Valentine's Day has turned into Emily discovers her true self day. I've discovered my true self a bajillion times, but whatever. I'm doing it through vlogging now. Maybe it's because I'm finally starting to feel like a, quote, grown-up, even though I'm 37 years old. But because I have a son now, I feel like I can be the grown-up. And ironically, my son makes me feel more like youthful than I have in a very long time. Interesting. It's currently 6:30 in the morning, which is a lot better than 5:30. Although he did wake up at 5:15. I fed him and then managed to get another half hour of sleep. So I've got 6.5 hours. And then Justin will get up in a little bit and I will take another nap. Good morning, Saturday. I'm very happy. These overnight oats turned out way better than the ones that I was eating before. So that recipe I posted last week, that's a keeper. I'm gonna have to write that down. Good start. Rehearsal starts in an hour, so I've got an hour to do something with my hair and my makeup. Yeah, today I'm prioritizing hair and makeup. I just kind of felt like it, you know, because I like feeling good about how I look. Editing that first vlog, I really didn't feel like I felt like good, like I was presenting myself to the world the way I kind of wanted to. What direction am I even going in here? I have a system, and I have apparently abandoned the system because I haven't had enough sleep, but I've had 3 cups of coffee. Wow, dimension, effortless ease and flow of the hair. Alright, I picked this up. This is a Super Serum Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 40 lotion. I picked this up last week. I'm really excited to try it. It has been sitting in my diaper bag since Wednesday afternoon. It is now Saturday. The baby is back up. BRB. Oh god. I've only got a few more minutes before people come over. I also need to feed him because it's been about that time. I'm starting to lose all of my maternity hair too, which kind of sucks because my hair was so voluminous and full, and now it's all falling out in giant chunks. Imagine if I had tried to wash my hair this morning too. So deluded, thinking I could do a self-tape and make cookies before my rehearsal today. He loves mouth sounds right now. Bet he'd be really into ASMR. Done. That's as much as we're gonna get done. The flowing locks are flowing. What do you think, Archie? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no? He's completely indifferent. I don't know what to make of this judgment that he has given me. Well, he's smiling a little bit. A little bit. He's smiling a little bit. He's probably hungry. He's like, get the fuck on with it, lady. Yeah! Get on with it, lady. I want to eat. I know. We're almost, okay, so back to this. This is my Super Serum Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 40 Lotion, Hydrating Natural UVA UVB Protection, Niacinamide Squalene Hyaluronic Acid. Problem is, I don't know if this is vegan or cruelty-free or not, and it doesn't have any of the markings to say that, and I feel like now I am completely abandoning my morals, which sucks. It smells kind of funky. It feels very interesting. This takes a while to get into the face. Wow, I actually really like this. It's a very dewy finish, like a slippery, like maple syrup kind of a texture. Wow, it really evens everything out, and I don't look like a clown this time, which is really nice. I think with this, I'm supposed to just do like little dots maybe. That looks significantly better. figuring out makeup for my skin. Great. I am gonna do this plum color again because I like it. I'm gonna see what happens. Gotta do this fast. I gotta do it fast. Do it purple. I'll get it one day, okay? It's just not gonna be today. I look like an 80s news anchor. I guess that's better than a clown. I really wanted to not look like a mess today. I really did. Maybe it's just that the eyeshadow's too dark, so maybe next time I'll just try a much lighter shade overall. Okay, the baby needs to eat, so this is done. Everything feels frantic. I must remember to put on something on my lips today. The fun thing about a sleep regression is that it means a lot of other developments, so like him rolling over today just randomly, or him blowing bubbles, or him laughing, like all of these really cool things. I'm very excited for what the sleep regression is going to result in. I'm just a little apprehensive, obviously, because of the things.
But you need a copy.
Always remind me of your video.
Look at us.
It's been around 1 hour since I gave birth.
Time for your stitches.
Oh!
I don't know. Shove your titty in its mouth.
Oh, I don't know.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it's really good.
So there's an approximation. So I'll practice that. Dental records and birth certificates deleted. You are officially dead to us.
Oh, sorry. I really like deleted everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Stress. Come on. Relax. You know, it'd be way prettier if you smiled.
Like I'm not.
Not cardio, but I said steps.
Oh.
Fast steps.
Okay, fast steps. Toddler weights.
We're doing tummy time. Archie is not a fan, and he usually just crashes. And I guess puts his head directly on the floor, which is, I guess that's his choice. He loves the floor. We finished with rehearsal, and it went, I think, well. I think I have to say mostly that I'm very grateful that I have friends who are as kind and patient and understanding as my friends are, that I'm in this troupe with, Big Chick Energy. Big Chick Energy sketch. Because it was actually a really hard day for me and Justin and Archie, because Archie's having a hard time sleeping. Like 30-minute naps. He was crying all day. This is brand new territory for all of us. And it was really nice that my friends didn't get irritated and annoyed or say, like, let's just cancel this, or like, let's move this elsewhere, or Emily, you're out of the troupe. Things that people would say, like, on a playground in grade 6. Emily, you're out of everything. So I just want to, share a bit of appreciation for that, for my pals. And now we're getting ready for bedtime, and hopefully Archie sleeps a little longer. I think I might... That was not staged. I might turn in early, because I did not sleep very well. I just, even though Justin was taking care of him the whole time I was here rehearsing, because I could hear him crying, Archie, not Justin, I was, just stressed out. Also, Justin brought us a lovely feast of snacks, and that was really cool. And I'm so lucky to have a husband who is so thoughtful and kind and caring and takes care of stuff. He just does stuff like that. So anyway. Overnight, a ton of snow landed on our front lawn. And it just kind of makes it difficult to want to go anywhere. So we've been trapped inside for a few days now, and we're going a little stir crazy. As much as I don't want to be trapped by the snow outside, my body still can't handle it. The stroller can't handle it, and Archie's too small to sit in the snow. He's just too small. He doesn't have a snowsuit. I would have to go out to get the snowsuit. So alas, we stay inside again today. We did get to sleep more last night though, because I went to bed really early. Well, I went as early as I can because I do a dream feed with Archie. So I fed him at 9 o'clock, went to bed at 9:17-ish, and then he woke up again at 5:15 this morning. I fed him, and then I just put him back in his bassinet, and I fell asleep. So he must have fallen asleep too, because I didn't hear him anymore. As soon as he makes any sort of a noise, I'm like... But he must have fallen back asleep too. Probably out of boredom, which is, I think, what he's facing right now. But he does need his independent playtime. And I need my coffee. huge relief. Archie has been sleeping for about 90 minutes now, and that means that I got to do my hair and makeup today, which is really exciting. Sometimes, you know, as I've been saying in other videos, like I just feel like I've been going through the world without looking the way that I was hoping to look, if that makes sense. Still don't have a lip on. That's a problem that I had before having a baby though. But I'm just really happy. So at 20 minutes, he woke up and he started crying a little bit, and I ran in, I put his pacifier back in, and I stroked his little cheeky cheek, and then his eyes started closing, and I was like, oh my God, is he really going back to sleep? I think the problem is, based on everything I've read, what's happening is his sleep cycles are changing. His brain is maturing, obviously, and his sleep cycles change to match more of like what an adult has, which means that they're, I don't know, a different duration or something like that. And so it's difficult for him to connect the sleep cycles together. Like an adult wakes up in the middle of the night and puts themselves back to sleep after every sleep cycle, after every REM cycle or whatever. A baby doesn't know how to do that yet. So what's happening in the 4-month sleep regression is that we have to like help them get back to sleep so that they're not like wide awake. And like yesterday, where he was like only sleeping 20 minutes at a time and so exhausted, but he couldn't go back to sleep. So 20 minutes into his nap, he woke up, put him back to sleep, and now he's been sleeping for a total of 90 minutes, which is like, I just feel relieved as a mother because he's not suffering, which I think is probably the most important part for me. I don't want my baby to suffer. Okay, the little guy has been asleep for almost 2 hours, so now I have to go in and wake him up. We have a call with his mammy in a few minutes, so I've got to make sure that he's ready for that. Change his diaper, get him dressed, gotta feed him a little bit maybe, if he's hungry, I don't know, but gotta wake him up anyway. Hi Archie, he's awake. Hey sweetie, did you have a good nap? Hey sweetie, you're so cute, I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm feeling incredibly rusty. Like, I feel like my mouth doesn't even work anymore. The last audition I did, all I had to do was stand there and smile while holding my baby. It was a dream audition. It was made for me, and now I'm just like blah 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 blah. I don't deliver lines naturally. I deliver them like a robot. Emily DeClue, 5'8", Toronto, Ontario. Honey, what's wrong? Yeah, that's not how I walk. Emily DeClue, 5'8", Toronto, Ontario. Emily DeClue, 5'8", Toronto, Ontario. I always do that at least 3 times because inevitably one of them is going to be better than the other one. And I also noticed that the first round of them that I did, I was like, Emily DeClue, 5'8", Toronto, Ontario. I was literally disappearing into my neck. Maybe an exaggeration, but it's good to know, and it's good to review these things and do that. Yes. Emily DeClue, 5'8", Toronto, Ontario. Time to do a tape. I feel like I have a giant bald spot right here. Postpartum alopecia. If I had a hard time remembering lines before, I don't know about now. I'm really kind of nervous about it. Okay. Honey, what's wrong?
Anything good.
Go away. Finished doing a self-tape. Archie has just been down for about 20 minutes and Justin ran to go put his pacifier in. So hopefully we catch him and he gets a longer nap than 20 minutes. Side note, the amount of snow outside is incroyable. I just looked in and Archie's eyes were wide open staring at me in the doorway, so I don't know. I just feel bad for him because he's not getting enough sleep and he needs to sleep. I mean, we all need to sleep, but he's a baby. He needs to sleep. Final recap of the day. Archie took 2 really good naps. It took us a lot of extra work to make sure that he got down for those naps, and then his last nap of the day only lasted 20 minutes, which was fine because it was pretty close to bedtime anyway, so it worked out. I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I really hope that he sleeps longer again, but you never know. I mean, usually he is a really good sleeper, so I don't know. It's the sleep deprivation hits real hard, especially when it's snowing and we haven't been out for a walk in like days, and it just makes you feel like all kinds of bad. But I don't want to feel bad. But it's really hard. I've just finished another pelvic floor physio appointment and it feels good. It feels like there's progress. And we need to build a core program next because I feel like an accordion, and she said that my core is still quite weak. So I will be back in 2 weeks and in 4 weeks and maybe in 6 weeks. And then eventually maybe I can start running again, and I'm really excited about that. But for now, I'm just existing in this mess of snow. I can't even get to my car, so I have to take a lift. It's a party time. Totally not on purpose, but we are matching in reverse. Oh my god. We haven't been outside. Well, Archie hasn't been outside in a week now. So we're going on a family walk to the end of the driveway. And that's it. That's as far as we're going. A family walk.
Well, point it to his.
Nowhere.
Oh no, yeah, no, he doesn't appear on the camera.
He does not appear on the camera.
But he looks so cute right now.
He is so cute. Look at his little bear ears. You can show that. Car.
He's like, is he hungry?
The walk is over. No, he's not hungry. He just ate for the last hour. The walk is over. We're going back down the street now. And that was it. That was the end of our walk. Here's where we ended up this week. You can probably tell by like the fact that I'm in my robes still and I'm, just generally looking exhausted. We made it through, but we didn't do a great job of making it through, I guess. I'm so tired. He kept waking up at 5:30 every single morning, and I was getting up with him because he would need to eat, and then I'd be like awake, and then I can't get back to sleep. And even if Justin takes him afterwards and we trade off, it's still, I'm just not getting enough sleep. And I just lie there awake, waiting for sleep to come in the nighttime as well. He had some really rough naps, and it was just generally overall a challenge to get him to get any sort of sleep in. I mean, like, I'm sure there's light at the end of the tunnel, but it could last like up to 4 weeks. We're only 1 week in. Hopefully things start to smooth out a little bit for him soon. But until then, we'll just keep trucking.